Shocking Grizzlies trade update. This report reveals wild details as it looks like Zach Kleiman may not be out of the woods just yet with the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes. Certainly a huge update we're going to be focused on today. Is it realistic that the Giannis sweepstakes are still alive, linking to the Memphis Grizzlies? But what's going on, everybody? Jared Alator here for another episode of Grizzlies Digest, here for your Friday. You've made it to the weekend. Congratulations. You've made it once again. And because of that, I'd like for you to subscribe to the channel. 89% of you, you're watching these videos, but you're not yet subscribed. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your home for Grizzlies offseason content this summer. We're not missing another update. Hit that subscribe button so we can get these videos out to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much to all of you who contributed. You're the OGs, keeping Grizzlies Digest alive. Getting to the content now. Grizzlies predicted to target Giannis Antetokounmpo in trade. Now, we've seen these updates before, and we've seen how some trade may actually hurt Memphis in the end of the day. You know, when you talk about guys that we'll talk about certain guys that could be involved in such a package. This is from Logan Struck of Grizzlies SI. The Memphis Grizzlies are predicted to make a push in the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade sweepstakes. And of course, this goes back to John Horst talking about how he wants to make a team look worse. He wants that team to take a real gut punch to whoever really decides to trade for Giannis. Well, first of all, Mr. Horst has to look at the deal and say, well, okay, I'm a little interested in that. But interested meaning it's like Mr. Burns kind of saying, excellent, right? It's like we want your team to look worse than it was before. And that's what I'm worried about with Memphis. So let's get into the details of that, because this is important. There's been plenty of talk about superstar forward Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks parting ways this offseason with no clear landing spot. If he becomes available, the Grizzlies could be the team to make a move. Bleacher Report's Dan Favale, almost looks like Favre, but I think it's pronounced Favale, named the Grizzlies a team that could make a surprise push for the Bucks' two-time MVP. So, a surprise push, meaning that the Bucks aren't quite out of it yet. And why aren't they out of it yet? I'm sorry, the Grizzlies. Why aren't the Grizzlies out of it yet? Because Giannis has Nashville SC with his brothers in an ownership group. So they got that to look forward to. But also to look forward to is no income tax. No state income tax in the state of Tennessee. And he was really pushing the idea of moving to a place like that. And he's a small market kind of guy as it is anyway. You know, I mean, Milwaukee, it took 5 decades for them to win an NBA championship. And Giannis even said, look, I could have gone to Miami or Boston or Philadelphia or whatever, but I wanted to be here because like this is the way it's supposed to happen. Milwaukee is my city. I want to do it for my city, the team that drafted me, the team that believed in me. I want to do it the hard way. So he's a small market just kind of guy. He doesn't think about super teams. I think super teams are kind of dead as they are anyway. So that's kind of what I feel about that. But this is interesting because we've seen a lot of trade packages before. What would this look like? And I want your comments down below on if this is actually worth it. Constructing a package around Jaren Jackson Jr. or Ja Morant has to at least get the Bucks' attention, Favale wrote. From there, Memphis' proposal can be burnished with a bunch of first-round picks. The team has all of its own after this year, and some combination of younger players like Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, Cam Spencer, and Gigi Jackson. So right off the bat, folks, because you've been looking at Cam Spencer, you've been like, oh, this is the kid we want to keep. You look at 3 of those guys, 3 rookies, 2 of which just made all-rookie first team. Most of you are probably like, what? And then you got Ja Morant and or Jaren Jackson Jr. in that package as well. And I'm going to go on the fence to say that John Horst, the Bucks GM, I will bet you to say, because of he said what he said, and I believe what he said. He wants whatever team that wants Giannis and gets him at the table to take a gut punch. I fully believe that John Horst is going to ask for Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. in such a deal. At that point, you're like, no way. No. I mean, it's easier. You think at that point it's easier for Memphis to keep their core players set than go through something like that. Because I fully believe John Horst and his words, and I think he's right. I think he's right in suggesting that it would take such a huge blow to a team to where it may actually make Memphis worse. So let's say you ask for both Jaren Jackson, Spencer Edey, Wells, Gigi Jackson, a bunch of firsts. I mean, so that's your future, right? That's your future that you're depending on, the future that you got at one point in Jalen Wells and Zach Edey by drafting them. They've been doing really good. Memphis has been doing really good in the draft. And now because of just Giannis, they don't have that future to build off of him anymore. So that's something to think about as well. But you're thinking about the starting lineup of what that would be. So Scottie Pippen, let's say you keep Luke Kennard. Okay, you got Luke Kennard, Bane. You got Giannis. And then you got Aldama or Jay Huff. I mean, but Aldama playing the 5 usually, he doesn't need to play the 5 right now. You got Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey and Jay Huff to do that for you. So it looks weird. I just think it looks something that's just a little radical. I think it'd be nice to have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee's not out of it quite yet, but I think with the pieces that they have, they can propose something, put something at the table. But if it's both Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., is that really worth the trade? Leave a comment down below on that. But that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, you can come back for more. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Like I said, leave your comments down below on if this is something worth watching. I mean, let's look at the details again. Around Jaren Jackson Jr. or Ja Morant. I mean, I fully believe, and then you got all those young guys, Edey, Wells, Spencer, and Jackson. I fully believe that John Horst is going to ask for both guys. Because I believe John Horst and his words. Because it's Giannis. I mean, you know, you're gonna want to keep Giannis. And I think that JJJ and Ja Morant will be included. A lot of J's there, so that's why it was a little tough to get out. Jared Altor saying so long. Thank you so much for watching Grizzlies Digest. We'll see you in the next video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you keep up with more videos from us. And have a great weekend. Thank you.